Hey everybody, it's Chainsaw Reacts, and today guys, I've decided to do a channel update for you guys because I have a couple things to tell you that will be affecting my channel moving forward. Some things positive, some things may be negative. It just depends on what you like seeing from my channel content-wise, video-wise. You'll find out what that is in a second, because this morning I made a decision, and I have went back on that decision, but originally I was going to be making an announcement that would be a negative announcement. Now, this announcement I'll be making now, which has changed from my original announcement, is not as bad, but my original thought, my original decision, not so good compared to this one. So, you know, that's probably pretty good on some of you guys that actually like my content. So, here is the announcement. I'm going to be pulling back from YouTube. I'm going to try to figure out a better way to balance YouTube and my social life, okay? Because originally, this is not the announcement, but the announcement is I'm pulling back. But originally, I've changed. But originally, I was going to be announcing I was going to be taking a 100% break from YouTube. No videos, nothing. Now, I went back on that because I felt like I made my decision too soon. And the more I thought about it, I felt like to me that I would personally get in a position where I'm wanting to come back, but I've already made a video saying I'm taking a break. So if I come back 2 days later, it's not going to look good because basically I told you, oh, I'm taking a break, and everyone's like, oh, crap, well, hope you feel better. And, you know, I just come right back immediately. So, essentially, the announcement is that I'm just going to try to focus more on my social life and trying to find a better balance between both. Because, honestly and truthfully, guys, my personal life, nada. It's nothing. I get off work. I work full-time. If you don't know, I work full-time during the week, 40 hours a week. And I come home, like most days, and I don't do anything. And even on weekends, when I have weekends off, I still don't do anything. And it's not because I'm sitting around waiting for videos to get released. Well, sometimes that's the case. A lot more than just some. But I feel like that if I'm not home, if something drops, I'm going to miss it and I have to make a video about it. So I want to get to a point where I can be away from home, seeing friends, going to see movies, whatever the case may be, whether it's after work during the week or on a weekend. I can rely on the fact that I have a better social life and that I'll get to it eventually on YouTube if it's a good enough video that I want to react to. I just feel like that now I need to change how things are going. Because yes, there are some days I don't upload videos, but I'm still here at the house. So if something drops, I'm here. And I feel like that should not be the case. I should be making plans, seeing friends, hanging out, doing stuff like that, rather than just coming home and just being a loner and being somebody that just doesn't communicate with a lot of people and just is very just pulled back. So that will affect my channel. This will affect my channel. It just depends on if you're willing to accept that. So essentially, let's cover the three bases: reactions, podcast, and reviews. So with reactions, it's very simple. If a video drops and I'm home, or if I'm not home, and it's like a big trailer, a TV spot that's really awesome, I will get to it when I can. Hopefully that day or the next day. I'm not going to try so hard to be the first one to get the video out, or try to get us home as fast as I can after work and get the video out. If I have plans with someone else and a trailer drops for Rogue One or something, I'm not going to drop the plans to come home and make a reaction to Rogue One. I don't need to do that. That's making it feel like that YouTube is now a job, and that should not be the case. So reactions will be happening with videos that I feel like 100% yes, I want to do this video. If I'm home or if I'm out, when I get home, I will do it. Either that day it comes out when I get home, or the next day. Just depends on what's happening. So there's that. Podcasts. If you notice, podcasts have not been happening each weekend. It used to be every Saturday a new podcast. Now that's not been happening. The last podcast was the spoiler review for Batman v Superman. And it's feeling like right now the next podcast will be the spoiler review for Captain America Civil War, which is early in May. So I feel like to me that podcast, it was easy for the first 20 or some odd episodes each week, each Saturday putting out a podcast, but it got to a point where I was running out of things to talk about. I was coming up with stuff to talk about. Like I was making up the majority of stuff I talked about on podcast because not a lot of things dropped newsworthy that I wanted to talk about. So there is that. So podcasts will be happening when I feel like it's needed, you know, because I don't want to sit there and make up 2 topics when there's only one thing that dropped that was newsworthy that I wanted to talk about. Like something drops big, like Spider-Man's villain. Okay, I have to come up with at least another topic or 2 to cover, so at least the podcast is at least 30 minutes for it to feel like to me as a podcast. So podcasts will be happening when it's worth it to me. I'm not going to be doing it each week. I've not been doing it for each week, and it's going to continue that way. Reviews, to me, I will still be live tweeting certain shows. I will still be live tweeting Flash. I will still be live tweeting Arrow and Legends of Tomorrow if I'm home. If I'm not, I will catch the show when I can. And I feel like that I've reviewed every Flash and every Arrow episode since I've started doing it. Reviewed every Flash, every Arrow episode, and I'm feeling like if I'm available and I'm still home and I'm still doing it, then yes, I will still be reviewing each episode. But if there's a moment where, you know, I get invited to go somewhere, or I make plans with people on a Wednesday or a Tuesday or whatever, or even a Thursday during the live airing of Legends of Tomorrow, then clearly I won't be doing live tweeting, or I might not be reviewing that episode. It just depends. So I'm going to try to find that balance between social life and YouTube. Because right now YouTube is taking up most of my stuff, and I have no social life. I have nothing. So I've been, you know, messaging some people of mine, friends of mine, and, you know, starting to set up plans and stuff to basically get out there, you know, switch it up, because I feel like YouTube has just bogged me down. And clearly, I'm probably going to get some comments saying YouTube's not that hard, all you do is react. It's gotten to a point where I feel like that it's a job, even though I don't upload as much as some other reactors, but I don't have a social life, and I feel like I need to change that. I need to do stuff. So that's the announcement. I'm not taking a 100% break. I'm just going to be very focused on what's uploaded review-wise, podcasts, and reactions. So if there's a TV spot or a trailer that drops and I don't cover it and the day it gets released the next day, it's probably not going to get covered, because I'm really careful in what I'm picking to react to and what videos I want to do from now on. So hopefully you guys understand. I understand if you don't care, or I understand if you don't accept it and you just want to unsub because you're not going to be uploading as much. It's bullshit. I get it. But I have to do it for myself. My life is more important than this YouTube channel. My personal life is more important than my YouTube channel. It really is. If I continue down this path of not going out and just sticking with YouTube, then it will get to a point where I will be so depressed that I can't make videos. So I don't want to do that. So I'm done rambling. I'm done talking. Probably been slurring my words because I'm just like tired. just a blah day at work. So hopefully you guys understand. Hope you guys will accept it. And I'll see you guys with the next video. Peace out.